Hello and welcome back to another video on the F1 Journal, and the F1 season is just around the corner. So today I'm going to do my Constructors Championship predictions, and yeah, I feel like we've kind of got a bit of a picture after testing, but this year it's kind of more unpredictable than ever. Obviously with all the new rules and everything, we don't know how development will play out. We still don't have a massive film performance even if we do have some indicators, but let's get straight into things. Starting off with 11th and last, I've gone with Cadillac. I mean, it kind of has to be, doesn't it? I mean, to be fair, considering everything is from new, they don't seem to be miles behind in testing, but I still expect them to be at the foot of the field, and you know, that's to be expected in their first season. I'm sure they'll encounter issues. They've never done pit stops, etc., etc. before. But I just feel like, yeah, will they be able to keep up with other teams' developments throughout the season? Personally, I'm not sure. Moving on into 10th place, and I've gone with Audi. Audi are an interesting one. They actually look like they've done all right in pre-season after a slow start. But yeah, it's just again a question of the power unit development. How will they be able to compete with other teams who obviously have a lot more experience throughout it? Personally, I'm not sure. Their driver lineup's okay, but maybe is it as good as some of the teams around them? I'm not sure as well. Moving on into 9th place, and that is Aston Martin I've gone for. I think Aston Martin, yeah, look like they're going to struggle at the beginning of the season, don't they? Obviously, it's been a disaster for them. The Honda engine's unreliable and slow, etc., etc. But you've got drivers like Fernando Alonso, you've got designers like Adrian Newey. I'm sure slowly but surely they will turn it round. In 8th place, I've gone for VCarb. VCarb, again, is a team that looks like it maybe has a solid foundation. But at the same time, I'm not really sure if they'll be able to outdevelop the likes of Williams, Aston Martin, who may come on stronger later in the year. And having a rookie driver as well, Liam Lawson, I'm not massively convinced about. Is their drive lineup really that strong? I'm not convinced, to be fair. Moving on into 7th, and that's Williams. Williams is a team that unfortunately is on the back foot after that, missing that Barcelona test. But at the same time, James Vowles, I mean, the operations there, he seems to have done a good job. I think their development rate will be strong throughout the season. Obviously, got a very strong drive lineup, so I think a bit like Aston Martin, they may start the season slowly and maybe come on stronger later. 6th place, I've gone for Haas. Haas look like they've got a really good base car, possibly even best of the rest, and that's something they really need to take advantage of in the opening races. Behrman, I think, as we saw during his rookie season, will only get better. Still some question marks over Esteban Ocon, but I think Haas really will take advantage earlier on in the season, but then maybe bigger teams later in the season could outdevelop them, so sort of like Alpine. I think, yeah, Alpine have got a really good starting base. I think the decision to switch to Mercedes engines and focus all of their attention on 2026 thus far has been vindicated, and yeah, they really need to make that pay. I mean, Colapinto, question marks over him after a pointless score last season, but I think Gasly's a really good driver, and I think they could well be at the front of the midfield this year. Moving on into the big 14s, and in 4th I've gone for Red Bull. This is partly the factor of Falls have obviously a new engine. We don't know how that will go throughout the year, and also Isaac Hadjar, obviously it's his first season in the big team. If he's anything like as much as how much Yuki Tsunoda struggled and Liam Lawson, yeah, it will be tough for them to pick up points with both cars. So yeah, for that reason I've got them in 4th. In 3rd place, I've gone for McLaren. McLaren just seem a little bit behind at the moment. I think obviously not being a works team, having that full understanding of the new engines is kind of hurting them a bit, I would say. Obviously, they've got a very strong driver lineup, and we've seen their in-season development rate over the last few seasons. So yeah, I wouldn't rule them out coming on strong later in the season, but I just feel like they might lose out some ground at the start of the season. 2nd place for me is Ferrari. This is another interesting one, but I just think Ferrari, yeah, they look like they've got a really good starting base. Obviously, there will be questions over Lewis Hamilton, but for me, I think he will be better with the new cars this year. Charles Leclerc, obviously a driver operating at the top level. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one for Ferrari. Can they continue that in-season development, not go into all the strategy issues we've seen in the past? That's the interesting one. I think they'll push it close, but I don't think they'll have enough for Mercedes, who, yeah, seems to be hiding a lot back. And, you know, lots of people have been saying for a long time they will be there or thereabouts. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting one, but I think Mercedes, Antonelli in his second season will improve a lot. I think they'll have the strongest machinery, and I think they'll probably come away with the victory. That's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily F1 news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.